Jeff got off the Nvidia earnings report call, and what a blockbuster call it was. I don't listen to a lot of calls because I don't invest in a lot of individual companies, mainly ETFs. But with everything going on with Nvidia, I had to make an exception. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. This is gonna be a very short video. So Nvidia announces financial results for first quarter fiscal 2025, May 22nd, 2024. Just the highlights. It was a record quarterly revenue of $26 billion, which was up 18% from Q4 from the previous quarter and up 262% from a year ago. Revenue was absolutely phenomenal. Record quarterly data center revenue of $22.6 billion. Again, up 23% from Q4 and up 427% from a year ago, right? I did a video yesterday, right? Say 2 days ago. I did a video 2 days ago saying, should you buy Nvidia prior to the earnings call? Right? It was in the 930, 940, 950. And I said, whatever you can, even if you can only buy a partial share, get it. They also mentioned a 10-for-1 forward stock split effective June 7th, 2024. So, as you already know from watching previous videos, a stock split does not create any value. What it does, it divides the share price by whatever factor it is. So a factor of 10, they're going to divide the share price by 10. So to make the numbers easy, if the stock price is $1,000, you divide it by 10, then each stock price will now be worth only $100. Why would they do that? They do it because $100 is a more appealing number to a lot of people, and they can get more investors in. So the stock price is going to be divided by 10. Whatever the price is on June 7th, it's going to be divided by 10. So if you have one share now of $1,000, if you have one share of Nvidia stock, like say it's $1,000, then on June 7th you'll have 10 shares. Each would be $100. So it's the same $1,000. They also mentioned a quarterly cash dividend. They also mentioned the quarterly cash dividend was raised 150%. The quarterly cash dividend now is 4 cents, I believe, per quarter, and it's going to be raised to 10 cents per quarter. So let's quickly go through some of the highlights. But the bottom line is, a record quarter. There's going to be a stock split, and the dividend is going to be increased by 150%. Those are the highlights. But we're going to touch on a few and dig a little into the numbers, and then look at some of the quotes from the executive, especially from the CEO. Nvidia today reported revenue for the first quarter ended April 28th, 2024 of $26 billion, up 18% from the previous quarter and up 262% from a year ago. Right? Let's look at this first. Quote. Let's look at the first quote from the CEO of Nvidia, Jensen Huang. The next industrial revolution has begun. Companies and countries are partnering with Nvidia to shift the trillion-dollar traditional data centers to accelerated computing and build a new type of data center, AI factories, to produce a new commodity, artificial intelligence, said Jensen Huang, founder and CEO of Nvidia. AI will bring significant productivity gains to nearly every industry and help companies be more cost and energy efficient while expanding revenue opportunities. In my last video, I said I feel like sometimes I've missed all of the boats, right? I missed Amazon, Tesla at the beginning, right? And now you see the stock chart is all the way up. But I believe this is the opportunity for us to get in. It's still early. I missed Amazon in the late 90s. I missed Amazon in the late 90s and early 2000s. Tesla, Apple, all of that. We missed that. But I believe this one, we have an opportunity to get into it. Now let's look at another quote. Our data center growth was fueled by strong and accelerating demand for generative AI training and inference on the Hopper platform. Beyond cloud service providers, generative AI has expanded to consumer internet companies and enterprise. Sovereign AI, which is AI from different states, right? That's AI from different countries, automotive and healthcare customers, creating multiple billion-dollar vertical markets. We are poised for the next wave of growth. The Blackwell platform is in full production and formed the foundation for trillion parameter scale generative AI. Spectrum X opens a brand new market for us to bring large scale AI to Ethernet only data centers. And Nvidia NIM is our new software offering that delivers enterprise grade optimized generative AI to run on CUDA everywhere. Like I said, I'm not being completely transparent. A lot of the stuff I don't know what it is, but it does not matter. All it matters is that you're invested in the company, and the numbers are great, and they're breaking records, and they're splitting. That's all you need to know. But you see from these statements that it is doing excellent. From cloud, from cloud to on-prem data centers, I guess on-premises, and RTX AI PCs through our expansive network of ecosystem partners. Nvidia also announced a 10-for-1 forward stock split of Nvidia's issued common stock to make stock ownership more accessible to employees and investors. We said that, right? The split will be effected through an amendment to Nvidia's restated certificate of incorporation, which will result in a proportionate increase in the number of shares of authorized common stock. Each record holder of common stock, as of the close on market Thursday, June 6, 2024, will receive 9 additional shares of common stock to be distributed after the close of market on Friday, June 7th, 2024. Trading is expected to commence on a split adjusted basis at market open on Monday, June 10th, 2024. It's going to be an exciting summer. Nvidia is increasing its quarterly cash dividend by 150%, meaning 2.5 times. Nvidia is increasing its quarterly cash dividend by 150%, right? So if it increases by 100%, meaning it will double, but it's increasing by 150%, so 2.5 times, from 4 cents per share to 10 cents per share of common stock. So from 4 cents to 10 cents per share of common stock. The increased dividend is equivalent to 1 penny per share on a post-split basis and will be paid on Friday, June 20th, 2024 to all shareholders of record on Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. A lot of information, but the bottom line take home, blockbuster quarter. Blockbuster quarter. Breaking all the records, right? Breaking the record or breaking the estimate that Wall Street had. Breaking the record. 10-to-1 stock split is announced effective June 7th, 2024, and increasing the dividend by 150%. So here was for Q1 fiscal year 2025 revenue, $26 billion. The revenue from the prior quarter, $22 billion. So it was up 18%. And a year ago, Q1 for fiscal year 2024, $7 billion. A year ago, from $7 billion to $26 billion. That's almost 4x. It's, I think, 262% increase. Revenue, 76%. Revenue was 78% revenue. Operating expenses, $3 billion. All right, so it almost maintained its expenses from the previous quarter. Operating income 16.9 billion. Earnings per share, the keyword earnings per share, $5.98. So I'm not getting into any more numbers, but that is the big takeaway. That is the big takeaway. Let's look at the outlook, and then we can end it. Nvidia's outlook for the second quarter of fiscal 2025 is as follows. So looking forward to the next quarter, revenue is expected to be 28 billion. Right? Revenue now was 26 billion. For second quarter of 2025, revenue is expected to be 28 billion, plus or minus 2%. GAAP, which stands for Generally Accepted Accounting Principles, and non-GAAP gross margins are expected to be 74.8 and 75% respectively, which is very similar to what it was in this quarter. These are some of the highlights. Nvidia achieved. These are some of the highlights. Nvidia achieved progress since its previous earnings announcement in these areas. Data centers. First quarter revenue was a record $22.6 billion, which is up 23% from the previous quarter and up 427% from a year ago. I'm not going to get into all of these detailed, because it's kind of getting into the nitty gritty and weeds. Gaming and AI PC, right? All the gamers out there. First quarter gaming revenue was $2.6 billion, which is down 8% from the previous quarter and up 18% from a year ago. They introduced a new AI gaming technology at GDC for Nvidia ACE and neutral graphics. Professional visualization. These are different, sectors that AI is operating. Professional visualization. First quarter revenue was $427 million, down 8% from the previous quarter and up 45% from a year ago. Introduced NVIDIA RTX 500 and 1000 professional data ADA generation laptop GPUs for AI enhanced workflows. Automotive and robotics. First quarter automated revenue was $329 million, up 17% from the previous quarter and up 11% from a year ago. Because obviously, we know these cars are very technologically advanced now, so AI is involved in these vehicles, right? Some of you driving, lights are going off, some of the brakes are hitting. If there's any obstruction in front of you, that's AI. And it's good to see that the revenue is up 17%. So, yeah, we could end it there, guys. But the bottom line is, blockbuster quarters. I hope people were able to take advantage and buy some stocks. If not, it's not too late, because I believe this is, like the CEO said, this is the next revolution. Okay, this is the next revolution. So again, guys, the MD Investor trying to increase our financial IQ so we can teach our children and break the cycle of generational poverty. MD Investor out.